They all said he was mad. His idea? Impossible, they scoffed. But Ethan's determination burned brighter than their doubts. In his cluttered workshop surrounded by wires and tools, he dreamed of people talking face-to-face through screens, across any distance. This was an era before such things existed. His vision was decades ahead. He showed his plans to experts. They smiled, shook their heads, and dismissed him. Friends whispered about his impossible talking boxes. Each rejection stung, but Ethan's resolve only grew. His first machine was a disaster, sputtering, smoking, then silence. Failure didn't stop him. He tried again and again. Sparks flew, wires melted, screens stayed dark. Every failure was a lesson, not a defeat. Ethan always picked up his tools and started over. He refused to quit. The world doubted, but Ethan pressed on. He believed in a future no one else could see. His heart ached, but his spirit never broke. Each setback was fuel for his fire. He worked late into the night, alone but undeterred. The dream was always with him, whispering, "Try again." He learned, adapted, and improved with every attempt. The workshop was his world, and hope was his companion. Ethan's journey had only just begun. He was ready for whatever came next. The impossible was just another challenge to overcome. Failures mounted, 10, 20, 30 and more. Each attempt drained his savings, his energy, and sometimes his hope. He sold his belongings, his workshop grew cold and empty. Friends drifted away, convinced he'd lost his mind. Hunger gnawed at him, but the dream kept him going. 50 failures, then 55, then 57. Each time something new went wrong. Blurry images, garbled sound, dead screens. Ethan kept meticulous notes, learning from every mistake. The townspeople pitied him, children peered in, seeing only a lonely man. But Ethan was never truly alone. His dream was always there. He worked through the night, eyes weary but determined. The world saw a fool, Ethan saw a future. His passion never faded, even as the failures piled up. Every setback was a step forward. He believed that persistence would one day pay off. The workshop was filled with broken parts, but also with hope. Ethan's resolve was unbreakable. He was determined to succeed, no matter the cost. The dream was worth every sacrifice. He pressed on, undaunted by the odds. Each failure brought him closer to success. The journey was hard, but Ethan never wavered. He was ready for one more try. 57 failures weighed on Ethan's shoulders. Exhausted, he nearly gave in to doubt. But hope flickered, just enough to try again. Sifting through his notes, he spotted a tiny detail he'd missed. A new way to connect a wire, a slight lens adjustment. "Just one more time," he whispered. He worked slowly, hands trembling with anticipation. Every connection checked, every part polished. The workshop was silent as he flipped the switch. A soft hum, a flicker on the screen. Then, a steady glow. An image appeared, grainy but unmistakably a face, his own, reflected back at him. He spoke into the microphone, his voice echoed from the speaker. It worked, tears filled his eyes. A smile broke across his face. After all the failures, he had done it. The impossible was now real, years of struggle and finally, a breakthrough. Ethan's dream had come to life. The world would never be the same. In that moment, every sacrifice was worth it. Ethan had changed everything with one more try. Ethan's invention was simple, imperfect, but revolutionary. Others would refine it, but he opened the door. He never became famous or rich. He lived simply, sharing his findings freely. For Ethan, the real reward was knowing he'd bridged the distance. Years later, someone asked, "How did you keep going?" Ethan smiled. "Failure isn't the end, it's a lesson. Giving up too soon is the only true failure." His persistence was his greatest victory. So, what about your dream? Does it feel impossible? Remember Ethan's 57 failures? Your next try could change everything. Keep believing, keep working. Grit can change your world. Don't give up. The impossible is just a challenge waiting for you. Ethan's story proves one more try can make all the difference. Never stop dreaming.